Hi everybody, in today's video I am super excited to share with you guys another blast from the past episode. And in this episode I will be sharing some fall polishes from the brand Revlon. This was a request from someone on one of my other videos and I am happy to oblige. I feel like there was a point in time where I was very much into Revlon's. I really enjoyed Revlon's polishes. I liked to see what they were doing. They would release some limited edition collections, which I felt were very nice and interesting. And so overall, I was very happy with Revlon for a point in time. Then I thought Revlon was going to discontinue all their polishes because they were putting a lot of stuff on clearance. I picked up a lot of Revlons at that time as well. And then the polishes kind of didn't go away, but nothing new was like ever really released. And so, I don't know, that's kind of where it stands with Revlon. I feel like they did come up with a new line though. So you can get these Revlon Ultra HD snaps, which I think are nice as well. I just would really like to see some limited edition collections or like a change out of colors from the basic core sometimes. Like give me a little bit of excitement because I'm bored right now and I don't like being bored. So I have a few here to share with you guys, and again I'm going to try and find the information on these polishes when they were released, all of that good stuff. We'll talk about formula. I have swatch pictures for all of them. I have been busy swatching for a little bit, and so I really feel this need to like do this now for some reason, and I just feel like I'm ready to just like get rid of a little bit more, like a little baby purge again. So first up, I have Revlon in shade 330, which is Naughty. Okay, so I'm reading a little bit of a backstory here. And she is saying that Revlon introduced Perplex polish years ago, and many polish fanatics quickly recognized it as a darn close dupe for Chanel Paradoxal. Personally, I think it's difficult to dupe Chanel polishes in general. They excel in color complexity, although their formula is somewhat questionable. But I find myself concurred that they were nearly identical. The notorious Chanel sold out very quickly anyway. Soon after, Revlon renamed Perplex to Naughty. So then she goes on to say she went to try and get a backup of Perplex or Naughty, either one, and was not able to find either, so she feels it had been discontinued. I did not realize this was supposed to be a dupe for Chanel Paradoxal, and this blog was written in 2016. So this polish was a gift from a polish friend. I don't know when it was purchased or how long she had it before she gifted it to me. I'm really torn on this polish, you guys. I feel like in the bottle it has all of this very gorgeous shimmer that is very apparent, but I feel like when you put it on the nail it does not translate as well. And I wasn't sure that I really loved this like base color on my skin tone, and so I think that I may be getting rid of this shade from my collection just because I don't see myself reaching for it very often. But I think I'm going to look at my swatch pictures again, really evaluate that shimmer in the swatch pictures. And if I feel like maybe I was being a little bit harsh, that's way harsh, Ty, then I will maybe consider keeping it. But formula on this was a little bit strange. It was 3 coats to get opaque on longer nails, but you guys, Revlon brushes are just not where it's at. They are so thin. I think these are even thinner than the old school China glaze brushes, and then the bristles on them are like very long. Like I feel with a brush this thin you could give me shorter bristles. I would just prefer a round wide brush all around together, but when you have this combination of very thin brush and very long bristles, I feel like it makes for very awkward painting in my personal opinion. So I did 3 coats of this to get opaque, and it was just, it If I loved this color, I wouldn't mind it. Just like, you know, I love some of my Revlon polishes and I'm like, I'll put 1,000 coats onto this for the look. I just don't think this polish was worth that in my mind. So I probably will be getting rid of this, but again, I'm going to reevaluate just before I do so I'm not making a mistake, because you can't buy this again. Next up, I have Revlon in Untamed. This polish I talked about recently in my polishes that I have backups of. I don't know how I ended up with a backup of this polish, but I knew I had one bottle for sure, because I remember like having to have this. The other one must have been given to me by a friend, would be my assumption, because I don't remember buying two. But when this polish came out, you guys, it was very much all the rage. This type of finish in a drugstore polish, especially from a more like older brand as Revlon, as opposed to maybe like a China Glaze or Sinful Colors, was kind of like revolutionary, honestly. And this polish was released in 2016 according to Beauty Geeks, and there was a few new releases during this time. So Revlon Hypnotic was part of like this 2016 release, you guys. Oh my gosh, I need to just show you a picture, because Revlon Hypnotic just, oh, you guys, love at first sight for me. One of my favorite polishes ever. Also Revlon Uninhibited. I do have this polish. I think it's gorgeous. This was a good year for Revlon 2016. It's really gorgeous, you guys. It has a good formula. 3 coats to get opaque on longer nails. Then it dries down maybe a little bit sort of like dull, but when you top coat this polish, it's so good. It's so good. It's the perfect fall, interesting, wonderful, fabulous, kind of looks like an indie polish, but you got it in 2016 from the drugstore for $5 or less. I'm so keeping this, and I'm keeping the backup of it. I didn't even think I needed a backup, and I don't really, because who needs a backup when you have so many polishes? But I will be keeping both. Gorgeous, gorgeous polish. Amazing formula. I will probably put this on my fall rack. I don't think I did that this year. I think I have the Revlon Hypnotic, but I don't think I did this one, and I regret it because it was so good now that I was swatching it. So you guys, if you have this polish in your collection, brush the dust off and wear it for fall. It's so beautiful. Okay, next up I have Revlon in the shade Saucy. And according to the Horrendous Color, just another nail polish blog, I would assume this is just older. It's hard to kind of find release dates on these Revlons, because I feel like Revlon's been around for so long, and some of their shades really just have been along for the ride for a very long time. But from this blog post in 2013, she is showcasing this shade. So we know that this shade is older. This had a really, really good formula. 2 coats to get opaque, even with the super skinny brush. It's really beautiful, you guys. I just don't know if this polish is my style. It's sort of like a more goldeny, shimmery red. It's sort of giving holiday to me, like a Christmas bow. And it's really beautiful. I think if I saw someone else wearing this, I would be very drawn to it and find it very beautiful. But for me personally, I just don't know if it does it for me. I'm not usually into these like tomato-y reds. I prefer a much cooler blue toned red. I love the shimmer. I don't even want to call this polish basic, because I feel like it is not basic, but then it's basic. I don't know. So again, on the fence. I'm going to review my swatch pictures again, kind of see what I feel about this, because some of these Revlons are hard to find, and to get rid of something and then regret it, like I really want to be sure. I really want to be sure that this is what I want to do. Do I want to break up with this polish or not? I don't know. I might need a second or third date to decide. But this was given to me by a friend. I did not purchase this myself. And I mean, it's really beautiful. Let me know your thoughts, you guys. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think about these? Like, is it something I should keep around, get rid of? I'm very torn right now. Next up, I have Revlon in Totally Toffee. I have a backup of this as well, and I feel like they're two different shades, which is so weird. One is a lot lighter than the other. I just pulled one out and decided to swatch it because it's like this is a perfect fall polish in my opinion. This has an amazing formula, you guys, even with the super skinny Revlon brush. Again, just it's not as skinny as the other one I showed you, but it's not wide by any stretch of the imagination. But this polish, you guys, just applies like a dream. 2 easy coats, gorgeous polish, very flattering to my skin tone, a neutral with a little bit of excitement. I feel like this is a perfect grandma shade. This is like my grandma, just warm and cozy and toasty. Like my grandma is drinking a hot cocoa and she's wearing her slippers and she's wrapped in a cozy blanket by her fireplace. The kind of grandma I want to be, warm and toasty. But this is so beautiful, you guys. One of my favorites from Revlon, one of my favorite grandma shades in my whole collection. It's just a classic beauty, a very classic beauty. So I will be keeping this around. If you have this polish, get it out for fall, you guys. It's so beautiful, so beautiful. And then last up, I have Revlon Elusive. So according to Amanda's recipe finds, this was part of the Evening Opulence collection by Gucci Westmond. I'm trying to find a date for this post, and so far I am finding nothing. I found another blog post, and this is from January of 2014. She is also swatching the Revlon Elusive. So I'm going to say it's around that time frame. There was a time where Revlon was experimenting with different finishes. They were doing a lot of these like glitter, crelly type of things. There was this green one. I think there was a purple one. They also did some like lighter shades that were glitter crellies. I feel like at this time they were really trying to dupe Deborah Lippmann and the stuff that she was coming out with. And I think this was a dupe for a Deborah Lippmann polish that I don't have and I don't remember the name of. But reading what people thought about this polish in the blogs, they had very similar experiences to me with this polish. It has a little bit of a jellyish formula, but it's not jellyish enough. It also dries weirdly matte and needs top coat to really like look decent. The glitter is hard to apply because I feel like it wants to sort of like pull at the top of the nail. So like when you're pulling the brush, everything kind of wants to stay on the nail edge as opposed to like spreading out evenly. And then I feel like you can't see the glitter as good as you would really want to see the glitter. And I feel like that's because the base is just a little bit too opaque and not jelly enough. I will give them an A for effort for this. They tried. You can't blame someone for trying. The answer is always no, unless you try. The answer is no, but they tried. So I will be getting rid of this. I had another bottle of this in my collection. This was given to me by a friend. And I had destashed that bottle already. But I thought, I'm gonna try it again. Like my technique has improved. I consider myself a nail polish guru connoisseur. Maybe after a few more years of polishing, like I could get this right. But it was not in the cards for me. It just doesn't apply right. And I'm glad I was reading other people's reviews because like they felt similar things that I felt. So I know it's not just me messing up something that could potentially be really good. So I will be destashing this. This I believe is something that you cannot buy anymore. So again, I need your thoughts on these two. Keep, get rid of. Let me know what you think. I'm for sure keeping these because these are like loves. And then I will be getting rid of this. So if this is something you've been like looking for, wanting to complete your collection with, leave me in the comments down below. We'll figure something out on how to get this to you. But overall, I feel like this was a little bit not as successful as the Essie Blast from the Past because I feel like I could potentially end up keeping all 4 polishes. Unless I start to get really like die hard with a vengeance and very cutthroat, I would probably get rid of these 3 like without a thought, but I really want to think about these and only keep 2. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I used to really love Revlon polishes. I still do have several that I love. I just feel like they have gotten to be so boring. A snooze fest. As all, like, I feel like all drugstore polishes have come to that point right now. Like, I'm bored. Give me something new. Keep me awake. Throw some water on my face. But anyway, if you have any brands you want to see for a fall blast from the past, let me know in the comments, and I will give you what you want. I was thinking of maybe some Morgan Taylor, maybe going into OPIs, because I don't think I've done any OPIs, and I have a few fall ones that I would like to try. I have not also gotten into Sally Hansen. Like, I have a ton of Sally Hansens. Maybe I'll do Sally Hansen next, like dive into the world of Sally Hansen. Sally Hansen has had so many different variations of polishes, like semi, it's all under the Sally Hansen umbrella, but then there's like several different, like they've done a lot. They've had a lot of different like lines in the core line of Sally Hansen. So maybe I'll do Sally Hansen next. And then let me know if you guys have anything else you want besides Sally Hansen. But if you like this video, please make sure to click the like button down below. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do. Thanks you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next video. I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye.